Okay, so thank you to those who've donated to my fundraiser for Crisis. Um, as promised, I have watched a Christmas film that was less than 5.0 on IMDb, and I chose Christmas Break-In, which is currently available on Netflix for those of you who feel that you want to also watch this after my review. And yeah, it's from 2018 and it's got a decent cast, so I thought, do you know what, might be all right. And it was okay. I have a couple of beers, so maybe it was that. But I saw that Danny Glover was in it, and I thought, "Do you know what? He was in Lethal Weapon, so he deserves my time." Um, and yeah, it's basically about a girl you see there in the front of the poster. She gets sort of left at school over the Christmas holidays, and there's a snowstorm, so she's stuck inside and her parents, who are pretty useless, are trying to get to her from the office, but the snowstorm's kind of holding them back. Meanwhile, a trio of robbers who've just pulled off a theft at a Salvation Army rock up because they're sort of stuck by the blizzard as well. They go into the school, hold the janitor, the lovely Danny Glover, hostage, and basically all hell breaks loose within the school. It gets very Home Alone at a point, because the girl starts to sort of play tricks on them and tries to sort of shoot tennis balls at them and trip them up and all this sort of stuff. And yeah, that's sort of gets a bit much, but it's kind of charming in a way, very PG sort of charm. And the balance between the kind of wacky chaos and the fact that a lot of these characters have got their own kind of emotional baggage, it's done okay. It's got a lot of heart. In particular, Danny Glover, actually, he has this section where he kind of talks about his life. He was in jail at one point and how he found salvation through the guitar and a woman he met called Gloria. And that lends like a nice bit of gravitas to the whole piece, because often these kind of Christmas films just go very on the surface and they keep just skimming along with the next set piece. But actually, this film did allow enough time for those emotional beats to just hit. And I think it's one of those films that if you're in a forgiving mood, it'll be okay. You'll kind of enjoy it. Get into the plot is actually kind of makes sense, considering it's a Christmas film. It doesn't veer off into a kind of, oh, is it magic? Is there sort of is a spiritual situation? Instead, it's just kind of a Home Alone, but at school. It's almost like Home Alone recesses out sort of thing, and it does work. It comes together nicely, and I think that that's because they staple it together well, they assemble it well, and allow that kind of depth to develop to the characters to sort of say, well, so for example, the central character, she's always upset because her parents keep forgetting to buy her a guitar, and she's got this kind of worry that her parents are forgetting her. And then you've got other characters. The guy in the red there, you can see, he's actually one of the robbers, but he's kind of a bit slow, and his sister kind of takes advantage of him. And there's a sort of amount of emotional depth there that just about sees it through. But again, I must stress, I have had two beers. Um, I, I might watch this again when I'm sober, and just see what I thought. But you know, starting off, not a bad kind of beginning, and I think that I could have done a lot worse. Hopefully, I will do a lot worse because I'll get some more donations to Crisis, and as we get closer to that £1,000 mark, maybe I can make room for Dude, Where's My Donkey, another nativity film, or Home Alone 4, Home Alone 3. Although I've heard Home Alone 3 isn't too bad, maybe I shouldn't sort of wrap on that too much yet. But yeah, hopefully I'll be watching more Christmas films and giving you more reviews. So please donate. Thank you to everyone who already has. Stay well.